Here's a P-trap update video. So I glued this little piece together. You can see the video up on my channel where it takes like 20 minutes, but I glue it together. I may be editing it into a more comprehensive video. But if you're trying to fix a P-trap, here's a tip that maybe people cover, maybe people don't. There are these green type washers that differ, and then there's clear type washers. And what this setup used to have were the clear type washers. Now you can see this one here that's yellowed is definitely a pretty old one, and I believe this other clear one, so these have been in there at least a few to maybe over 10 years, and I think probably the clearer one is newer, maybe within the last 5 years, and the yellow one's definitely been there a long time. Then with the purchase of the sink drain came this washer, which is the top hat washer, and you can see there, you know, doing the testing, and it never really seemed to seal this top right here. Now let me turn on the water and let's have an active drip test going on while we're talking about this to see if we get any drips. Now we're at the point where we're going to do the paper towel test. Now if there's going to be leaks anywhere, it should be at the wall here, right at that joint, because I haven't glued it to the wall just yet. So if there's going to be any leaks, it would be right there, and then the solution to that is just to finally glue it to the wall. But we could see here I had a leak at this joint, which was using an old one of these clear washers, and I had a leak at this joint, which was using a new clear top hat washer. But now there's a new green washer and also a new pipe, because the upper lip of the other pipe was a little chewed up, so that probably wasn't helping it. But now it has a new flange and a new green type washer, and at least so far it seems to be holding. This joint seems to be holding. We don't have any drips on the ground, and I haven't tightened anything with a wrench just yet. I just have hand tightened everything. I don't want to over tighten anything in case I need to take it off, which I definitely do, to at least glue it to the wall, so instead of ruining the gasket. But so far it seems like we're dry. I always like the YouTube videos where someone's fixing a leak and they show you for like 5 seconds that it's dry. They're like, look, oh look, the leak is fixed. And I mean, I know they're doing it for time's sake and anything like that, but leaks, you don't know if it's leaking until you monitor it over time, because leaks happen over time. Now a very obvious leak will happen very quickly, but you can have a slow leak and not know about it unless you do it over time. So what I'm gonna do is, it doesn't seem like I have any quick enough leaks that are reaching the bottom just yet. Oh, there is some water right there at this joint, so let me tighten that down a little bit. We'll tighten that down because there was a little bit of water. See, there's some water right there, so we'll see if by tightening that down. So this is our current drip pattern. We'll see if there's any. Oh, there's another drip down there. So there's definitely water coming from our main P-trap link right here. And we see some water coming down from there. And I believe that's coming from that main, which is fine. I mean, that's the last one. If worst case that has to get replaced, or I need to use some kind of gasket, we'll see. We'll see if it drips again. I don't see it. Everything else looks pretty dry. We'll see if that holds. And we're gonna let that sit, because that joint's going to be filled with water anyways. So if that one's leaking anymore, we'll see it. If not, it should dry up and evaporate up, but there should be plenty of water in there for it to continue to drip out, but there may not be. Let's see if I wipe it off, if it comes back. there's nothing there. And we'll see if anything comes back. Alright, so it seems like things are holding. We'll see if anything, you know, that this part can be replaced. That's the last old part, you know, but all these seem to be pretty dry, which is good. So it seems like we're dry there, we're dry at all these points. So we'll see. I'll see if there's any more drops that show up. Is this wet again? I don't feel it just yet. So we'll find out, and I'll update you when we get there. Thanks for watching.